So this was a comment that was made, that was sent to this interracial couple, this beautiful interracial couple, where the comment was saying, I don't know how people can deal with black people. I could never deal with a black person. And the song was like, I don't care when I'm with, we don't fit in at this party. You make me feel like I'm somebody who wants to fit in anyway. So I thought that was a really good video. I do want to say that, there is, what a lot of people don't understand and what I see, because I was that one person that was like on the verge. I don't think in my heart I could ever be a racist person towards anybody, because I come from poverty, and when it comes to getting help, you don't see color. When it comes to getting the help that you need, there's no way you can look like different hands come your way to help you. And the most people that helped me when I was coming out of poverty were white people, because they had it to help. They were able, they had the heart, they had the money, they had the spirit. And it wasn't every single white person, but it was most of them. And I appreciated that so much, and that caused me to worship the ground that they walked on, because I felt like, damn, even my own people were not even there for me when I needed them the most, and they were making me feel bad. But I was failing to see, and even if I did see and understood the reason why they were doing it, I didn't want to make that an excuse. Like, I was like, okay, but it's not an excuse, because I'm a black person too, but I don't treat other black people the same way. And I come from even worse than what they come from. Like, I might have not, like, a lot of, like, people in the AA community, they say, oh, this is what they did to our ancestors. This is why we are this way. Yes, it's true, but you have a better chance to change. The ancestors are dead now, and so they don't have that opportunity. But through you, they're here to make a change with you, and they're telling you, you're not the one that was choked. You're not the one that was hung. They were. So with them going through that, you should do better than they should be the one that should be angry to seek revenge. You shouldn't seek revenge. They don't want you to seek revenge. They want you to do better. They don't want you to walk around with a racist heart, because racism only causes wars. It only causes trouble and division. It doesn't bring peace. And when you go through poverty, then you understand that there's no need to be racist. Only rich people are racist or can be racist because they don't feel like they have a need for anybody to help them, and they have everything they need. That's why they are like that. They don't feel the need to be perfect. They don't feel the need to serve anybody, because everybody already worships them because of their money. But when you're poor, you don't have room in your heart to be racist whatsoever. All you could do is understand. And me, I get caught up in a battle where my community, the AA community, the brown community is telling me, oh, we want you to just, ride or die for us, be with us. I mean, nobody said anything about dying, but just ride with us. But I'm like, yeah, I ride with you guys. I'm brown shit. I talk to you guys, but I can't ride with ignorance either. I can't. I've been in a white community, Caucasian community, and I've seen how and why their race is standing. Because even if they don't like each other, the ones that don't like each other, even if they too face abuse in their own race, they still stand together for a bigger cause. They're not about to knock each other down just because they don't like each other. They're going to force it. They're going to be nice to each other. And that's why there are laws against that. Because what a lot of you guys don't know is white people target each other. They target each other because the rich target each other. Why would the rich go after the poor? The poor don't have the money that the rich have. So they do schemes in their own community because that's where the money is. So keep that in mind. And a lot of people come out of the white community to go to the black community because they're afraid of their own people. Their own people have gone psychologically mad, and they know how to cover it up. They have skills. People with with intelligence suffer from mental disorders and still and have the skills to cover that up, and you won't even notice that they will wear a suit and they'll appear as if they have no issues, but the minute you go behind closed doors with them, you all borderline issues start coming out, and you're like, I don't even know who you are anymore. Like, who did I even marry? And so that's the understand that in the white community there is a lot that's going on, and understand that the police in the beginning, like, yeah, they were evil, but there is a lot that are making a difference. There's a lot of police officers that have saved my life, and a lot of you guys might want me to say defund the police, and like I said, and I don't like to repeat myself too many times, taking funds away. I don't know exactly what defunding the police means. I would assume it means taking funds from the police force, and I would understand why you guys would want funds to be taken away, because the minute you give the police force the money, then they start to answer every single little, well, they told me that they have to answer calls because that's a part of their job, but it's how you deal with the situation when you get called and to that situation. It's very important that the police force is funded, but it's not just given money just to spend on their own, but they also build programs for police officers to actually take therapy sessions, to actually, massage therapy, foot therapy. We need to make sure that they're cared for. Not all police officers are part of the white supremacists. Not all of them are. I remember being so drunk on the train, and somebody called the police, and the police got me. There were some dogs or whatever, and they stood out there with me. They called the ambulance. They really cared for me, and that was here in LA. I remember sitting at the bus stop, and a police officer came and pulled $5 out, and instead of treating me like shit, he put $5 in my hand, and that was something that was really nice. There is so many days and so many times that police officers were actually there for me that I was so glad that there was an actual police force. So I never want anybody to think I'm going to turn, I don't fuck with the feds. If you're a police officer and you hear me playing a song like that, I just have no choice but to play that song. Unfortunately, that verse came up. Just keep in mind that I fuck with the feds. I do. I don't fuck with I'm not into the game bangers and the game banging, because I know there is borderline. There's a lot of issues that are in game banging. If you can show us and prove to us that your gang you can turn your gang into an organization instead of it being a gang, it'll be a lot better. Because first of all, gang is cheap. It's a cheap way to it's a cheap word for organization. You don't want to be a part of any gangs. You know what I mean? You want to be more of a part of an organization. So if you say Bloods are the kind of people that are all about money, all about helping, because I was affiliated with Bloods growing up, and I know Chris Brown was a Blood or affiliated with Bloods or whatever. And the thing is, I was treated well by the Bloods, and I was mistreated by the Crips. But I don't discriminate against Crips because I talked to a few of them. But I do know Crips have more mental issues than ever, and they do a lot of raping and abusing. I was raped by Crips, and I was never raped by any Bloods. And so what I'm basically saying is that back in the days, the police force will go and attack, people in the black community. They attacked my brother, but it's all your own karma. Whatever you're doing, it comes to you. But also there are people that were being attacked for no reason. So I don't want to say it's just your karma. It's just some people. They are evil people in the police force. But I do believe, I do pray that this changes, and I do believe that people in the police force that police officers that are really serious and really ready, don't go in the police force so you can have a reason to kill somebody, so you can have power and control. There is a reason why you don't become a soldier, a military soldier or a police officer because you wanna exercise your killing your shooter or killer side, or you wanna have power or be in control. No, those are all the wrong reason. Your reasons to become a police officer is to protect your country, is to fight for your country, right? And for the people that come in it. And I know in the black community, a lot of them are disruptive and distractive, but
is because somebody tempered with their brain. So keep that in mind. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that it should be tolerated. And that's what I'm saying. That's where money and programs need to be built, because where love is planted, people can change. When you show love, they won't be as disruptive. That's how I survived the hood. I even went off on all of them when I was in the hood in Texas. I didn't go in the hood I went in the hood in LA, but I didn't go that deep. Like, I had my baby daddy threatening to chase me and my friends down the block. You feel me? And we were running down the block. We weren't like, oh, let's fight. We chose to be the pussies than the fighters, because we knew that we were fighting a battle that we probably could not win because we were not in our own neighborhoods. And we needed more people to beat that battle. There is a bigger battle, and that battle is here on the internet. And that battle is us making a difference in the AA community instead of abandoning it.